Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Sorry, I was dancing.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Oh my god.
We're doing a podcast. Hey, everybody. Thank you
Right.
for joining us.
We're doing a podcast.
We're here. This is Hot Takes, baby.
Baby.
We're down a man, so we're just, bringing some hot opinions and shit.
Oh boy, are they hot.
Yeah.
They're sweaty.
I'm sweaty.
They're losing water.
I'm actually sweaty. Like I feel gross. I'm showering after this.
Okay.
As I got back and I'm like, all right, you're here, podcast time. I'm like, ugh. Gross.
Yeah, I got colored real good.
Yeah.
And I didn't update this, so I'm going to wing it as I usually do. Stop making the wings.
Swinging.
He's winging. Welcome to a Hot Takes episode of What's the Diff, where we bring a few topics and loose out our opinions when we are down a man.
Yep.
I am not sweaty Josh. With me today is kind of sweaty Coley.
Yeah, I'm not really like sweaty anymore. Like I'm not. This is a terrible way to describe it. I'm not wet anymore. I'm just like, like post sweaty where you're like, ugh, just kind of feel,
Grimy?
yeah, crusty.
Yeah, okay, so you're a little bit grimy.
Yeah.
And I would say that I might be a little bit like Elon Musky.
Did you shower today?
I did.
Oh, well, there you go. You're the head of the game.
I'm ahead of the game.
That's why we're sitting across from each other in the studio.
Yeah, I always make sure that I sit like on the cross from Coley because
Yeah.
I might not be able to smell that well, but if I could, boy, would I would.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Like, if a cat smelled you, would they like try to throw up, or would they just kind of be like, eh?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck about a cat's opinion.
Okay, that's fair.
They smell like cucumbers and stuff, and they go "Bleh." Like, so what do they know? Cucumbers smell good.
Do they?
They smell fresh.
Okay.
I don't smell like a cucumber. That's not what I'm saying.
I hear some poisonous snakes smell like cucumbers.
Huh? That's how cats freak out.
Probably,
Okay.
yeah, because they also they also hate snakes. So
Cucumber.
we finally figured it out.
We
okay.
did. That's it.
Well, have an opinion on something we've already discussed? Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a voicemail or a text at 802-884-3553.
Bitch. Oh, sorry. I was reading.
Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com.
We need to just put that in the script. Just put it in there, and I'll just
bitch.
read it normally. Like, please give us a call at 3553. Bitch. I'm like, oh, excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
That's
At this time
part
it
of
was
it.
bolded.
It was part of it. Bitch. Like, oh God.
Oh.
All right.
Well, you want to start us off?
What?
I'll do it.
Okay. like before we started, you're like, do you want to go? I was like, you should go. And you're like, okay. Now we're going. You're like, do you want to go? You threw off my groove, man.
I forgot.
I didn't have a groove. It's all right. Yeah, you can go.
All right. Well, let's get back on to our groove.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off with not so hot. The best socks are the ones that stop just at the ball of your ankle.
Okay. Why?
I feel like the ankle socks, like the ones that you wear with like Vans or something, where they like aren't like you don't see the socks when people are walking around with their shoes on.
Oh, no show? Yeah.
Yeah. Those just suck. Those are fashion over function, where you step wrong, all of a sudden you have sock underneath your heel and too much sock underneath your heel.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
it's
they don't have
something-
enough meat to stay on your foot.
Yeah, they need more meat.
You need more sock meat.
But then you get onto the kind of like the other side of it, and I mean the super long socks they have their reasons for existing.
Sure.
You know, soccer, hiking,
Motorcycle boots.
motorcycle boots.
Yeah.
Wearing a maid outfit, like they all have their reasons to have the super long socks.
Whenever anyone cleans their own home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's usually what I wear when I'm like if I'm ever home alone and cleaning, that's the only thing I'm wearing.
Oh, I don't wear anything.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
So there you go.
That's a beautiful picture.
Yep.
But I mean, let's get a little bit more practical. So the ones that are like just above like the ankle ball, I'm gonna call it the ankle ball.
The ankle ball. I mean, you can just call it the ankle. 'Cause it's just the ankle. But the ball,
Yeah.
like I can visualize it when you say the ankle ball.
Yeah, I like my sock needs to be like basically on the ankle ball, like or like right above it. That's the perfect sock.
Yeah, I would say above it to where it kind of tapers in. Again, your leg sort of tapers in.
Mm-hmm.
I feel if the the waistband of your sock is, I just want to say, if the top of your sock is like right on your ankle, to me it would feel like it's like slipping down,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like that feeling. I want it to just be like sturdy. I want it
Yeah.
to be in place. So I would have it above. But I do have some socks. Like these are longer than those.
Yeah.
Taller, I should say. I do have some crew socks, but I keep them bunched up. I don't like rock, 50s dad style sock where it's all the way up to the knee and then you have little suspenders. I don't do that. But God, what a fucking fashion concept. Let's get suspenders for our socks. That's so weird.
I mean, you got to keep the socks up. I mean, I feel that as a person who has cows instead of calves, my long socks always are falling down.
Yeah.
And it's the worst. I hate it so much. Like,
I'm looking at your calves right now.
yeah. Well, I mean, you can't look at my
Beefy.
calves. They're cows. They're very beefy.
Beefy.
Yeah, like you know how girls with big boobs, they're like calcium cannons. These are like freaking calcium calves.
Calcium calves. Those
Yeah.
are, well, I mean, it's meat. You're strong. You fucking
Beefy
bike.
boy.
Yeah, like you got. I'm not calling you fat. Stop.
I'm just calling your ankles or your calves.
Your calves are no. You're fucking meaty. Like
I'm a very meaty boy.
okay. If we were on, if we crashed in a plane up in the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
I would eat your calves. That's what I'm saying. You got good calves.
Bro, I'd fucking eat your calves.
I would be like, sorry, man. One or the other. We got to eat your calves. Science can we'll 3D print you a new calf when we get down to the medical building. What do you call that? Hospital.
Medical building.
Yeah, we'll paint you a new calf. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that wouldn't be too bad. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of things that calves do.
Yeah,
Like fucking roll down your long socks.
true.
And
sweat.
also,
My
Do-
my calves kind of sweat.
I feel like,
Like I guess it's my knees.
I was gonna say that my shin. I find my shin sweating a lot.
It's so gross.
Why is my shin sweating?
I don't know. I hate when my legs sweat because it just zigzags in my leg hair down.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You feel it go down.
Yeah, there's something on me. You go to swat it, and then oh, cool, my hand's just wet now. Great, that's fun. I sweat too much. I fucking hate sweating.
I'm such a sweaty person. I played spike ball the other day
Yeah,
and high fived someone after the game. I lost horribly.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You were just wet."
yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
It makes you slippery. You're hard to catch.
I mean, yeah, it helps the wrestling, but anything else.
I can't get kidnapped.
Don't make him run. He's gonna sweat.
He's gonna sweat. Damn it, we can't catch him. Do you sweat Vaseline? Yes.
Maybe.
That would suck.
Oh,
That'd
God.
be shitty.
I mean, it might be a little helpful. If someone's just like, "Oh, I got chapped lips," and you're just like, "Hold on," and you just start doing jumping jacks. You're like, "Put my arm in your mouth." Oh wow.
Thank you. Wow, that's nice. Is that lavender scented? That's cool. Yeah, it's my sweat.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
I eat some flowers.
Boy,
So, yeah, I just think
Gross.
that's the perfect height of sock.
we really got off topic there.
Yeah, but I mean it's socks,
Wow.
so I'm glad that we got off topic.
Wow. No, I agree with that. I speaking of socks, I've transitioned over to I probably have talked about this before, right sock. It's like a dual layer sock. They're two thin layers, which is nice. I like a good thin sock.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like thick socks cuz my feet sweat a lot with thick socks, but these are like they're pretty cool, I would say. But they're they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool, I guess. But they're comfy and they don't chafe because
because the two layers.
the two layers rub against each other, and so it doesn't rub against your foot. And so the inner layer almost just like is another skin on your foot, and the outer layer moves around if it needs to. But I they're so comfy. I love
Nice.
these socks. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to check them out.
10 out of 10.
As long as they come in my height.
They do. Oh yeah. You can get them all kinds of different heights.
Nice.
Yeah, you can get like low profile ones. I
Mm.
have. I think yeah, I do. I have had ankle socks. Like, I guess what you would say, ankle ball sock height, but I lost. I have to have. I can't do like one sock and then a different sock. They have to be the same. I have to
Mm.
have. It's got to be the same.
Yeah.
So I had two pairs of like ankle socks, and one of each is now missing.
Oh no.
And so I'm like, well, I can't fucking wear these. So there goes that.
Yeah.
I just have two socks floating around somewhere. And I'm like, all right,
They're somewhere.
like that's cool.
Yeah, like if I whenever I have a sock that doesn't have a pair, like there's just a spot for like the lost socks.
Yeah.
So like usually like it'll be found in the next laundry cycle, but there's sometimes that they just sit there for months, and then I'm like, all right, to the trash.
Yeah, I'm about there. Like I've had it for so long that I'm just like, I've been holding out hope. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
we'll find your brother. No, he's gone.
Gone, dead and gone.
Dead and gone. We can't even bury him.
No.
No. I filed a missing persons report.
Yeah.
Two of them, actually, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So, but yeah, cops haven't found anything, so.
Do you know you don't have to wait 24 hours to file one of those?
Yeah, or 48 or
Yeah,
whatever it is.
you can just be like, no, I'm like 100% sure they're missing. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that was never even like a rule.
Yeah.
I don't know why people were just like, well, my husband was just outside in the backyard, but now he's not. Guess I got to wait a few days.
Yeah.
Like, what? No. That's insane.
Just Hollywood.
Yeah, I guess so. Hollywood.
Hollywood.
There's a lot of laws that like Hollywood gets wrong.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Anyway, socks. Get a good pair.
Yeah.
You know?
Get a good pair of socks.
Try them out. Try different socks. Having a good pair of socks, like I never gave a shit about socks. It's just like socks is socks, you know.
Yeah.
But now that I found these socks, I'm like, I can't buy any other brand. They're a good pair of socks.
Yeah. I was getting like Smartwool for a bit.
Yeah.
Not it.
Really?
I mean, like I liked them for a while, and I feel like when my brother first put me onto them was like when they were first being made, and he was like, "I've bought 5 pairs, 6 pairs of socks, and these are all the socks that I need for the rest of my life." I'm like, "That's sick." And so
They
I
do
got some
last.
years later,
Yeah.
and I don't know, they're not feeling right, they're just not as good as they used to be, and it's like, okay, maybe I don't know, maybe I'm washing them wrong or I'm wearing them wrong, like,
You put them on your feet.
oh.
Oh, shit.
Damn it. I was using them as keyboard muffs.
Keyboard muffs, you put them on your ears. Like, my ears are cold. Time to get my socks.
Get my Smartwools. So yeah, I feel like just in recent years their quality has gone down. So I've been looking for a new like good quality sock.
Check out Right Sock or Darn Tough.
Darn Tough Right Sock.
Yeah. Two different brands, but I hear Darn Tough's really good.
Mm.
I mean, they're darn tough.
Oh yeah.
Bombas, Bombas.
I have heard about that too. Yeah.
I've heard those are good. I haven't tried those, but I've heard those good. I just am like, I found Right Sock. It's so good.
Once you find a good sock, you gotta stick with it.
I'm sticking with my Right Socks, man. I know they're good. Alrighty.
Yeah, what you got here?
Well, one of them is that school system sets you up for basics, sure, and that's like what it's supposed to do. But it should teach you more life skills and such.
I definitely have a thought about this, but I'll let you elaborate a little. Like, what life skills are you thinking that school should be teaching people?
How to write a check. Well, we learned that in high school.
I was gonna say I think I had a class that did that.
Yeah, we did that. I wrote so many checks.
I stopped writing checks basically after college.
How to perform basic maintenance on things.
Okay.
Like, if you can figure out or get the mindset of like me, I everything makes sense to me, but if you can sort of teach that to people, then you don't have them going out and buying like new shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You got old shit that's broken, you can fix it, and then you're not throwing stuff into, I almost said landmines, but landfills.
You're not just throwing things into landmines.
That's where the trash goes. We should do that. Yeah, but like, say this fan, like we have a fan in here. If it craps out and we're like, well, fuck, it's broken. Like most people just throw it away and then get a new fan.
Yeah.
Because that's easy. But like, you should teach people to be kind of handy and crafty so that they can crack it open and find that there's a little wire that came unplugged. We got to resolder it, and then you solder it. Boom, you just fix your fan for free.
Yeah.
You know? But also don't, because then I don't get paid. So
I know you always just like, man, people should be more self-reliant, self-sufficient. Also, don't, so that you can pay me to do it.
Well, I mean, people aren't going to learn overnight, so it'll be like, hopefully by the time I am in my old age and retirement, people are like more handy. And I'm like, good, I can stop working and y'all can figure this shit out.
Definitely, yeah. I don't know. I think especially recently, it's kind of comes down to like the right to repair. A lot of companies have been trying to make things so that you can't repair it yourself.
Oh yeah. It's big with Apple right now.
Yeah, Apple's really big on it. I mean, all phone manufacturers, because they made it a really big deal for phones to be water resistant.
Mm-hmm.
Because back in the day, we used to be able to just crack our phone open and hey, here's all the stuff for it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you how many times I had my phone extend its life because I'm like, oh, the battery's kind of crappy. I'll buy a new battery.
Yeah.
Like,
Those
easy
are the
peasy.
days.
Now
LG had a phone way back when it was like a full size smartphone like this, but the battery, you could like click a button on it and pull the whole battery out and then just get a new battery. Or if your phone died, like put that on a charger and just slap a new battery in.
Yeah, you can just have two batteries, keep going on with your day.
Modular, you can put a bigger battery in it. Like I don't know why we just close off our phones and it's like you get what you get. Sucks to be you.
But it can go in the pool for a little bit sometimes.
Sick. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
If you have a life-proof case on it, those are pretty good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
But going back to the schools need to teach you more life skills.
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about.
My thinking with that is that school provides a certain type of basics in life.
Yeah, 1 and 1 is 3. Like,
yeah,
that makes sense.
Like problem solving skills, critical thinking, collaboration, working in groups. There's all these things that kind of school is able to provide in the environment. And I think when it comes to life skills, that should be something that's more taught by the parents to the kids. I can think of all these times that like me and my dad would be working on something of his, and he's like, "Hey, how about you hold the light for me?" And of course, the whole time you're like, "No,
Yeah,
I don't know where to point it. Don't yell."
you're just like shit. You have Parkinson's at 6, and you're like, ah. Your dad's like, for Christ's sake.
So there's like I think certain skills that are developed at the home that should kind of stay there because school already is long.
Yeah, there's a lot. But not every skill, like not every family has that dynamic.
That's very true.
Like you go to school and you get taught like everybody else, but then you go home and your dad's like a fucking crack addict and your mom's a nice person, but she's never home. Like they work too much or whatever. You just have that sort of environment, so you're kind of stunted in that aspect. Like there should be some mandatory classes that teach you how to basics, like how to cook food. Like
Home
I
ec?
guess that's home ec, but it should be pushed to more like when you're a kid, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, there's definitely certain skills that if you started on early as a kid and then had any opportunity to kind of work on once you
Yeah.
get towards that like high school age and stuff, you could even, I don't know, maybe they have like a advanced home ec.
Yeah, you should do shit like that. Like or I don't know, man, just I don't want to teach kids. Just do it at school. Kids are just I feel like they're dumb.
Well, I mean, that's just kind of the thing is
That's just kind of kids.
kids are just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
That's just part of being a kid. It's just being
Yeah.
dumb, except for whatever reason, like knowing a lot about one small subject
Like Legos,
or dinosaurs,
Star Wars.
Minecraft.
Yeah. Do you want to see I built a whole it's really cool. So when I have to go on can you start the computer, cuz when I put it on Minecraft I show there's this when I get on, his name is Steve but I don't call him Steve, but so I live in a waterfall. You're like great. Whose kid are you?
How'd you get into
How did
my
you get in
house?
my house? Why do you have you established playing Minecraft in my house? Who are you?
Yeah, how'd you find that?
How'd you get a server in my house? What the fuck?
Yeah, so I don't know. I definitely feel like that there's room for something like that.
Yeah.
I definitely think that there should be programs that are kind of, I guess, pushed more to those kids that are having a little bit of a harder like home life to be able to learn these skills.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, well, who are we gonna pay dirt wages to teach them?
Nobody don't have kids anymore.
Yep.
Fuck it.
Everyone stop it. Unless
Everybody stop.
if you know how to teach them how to do things like normal things, don't have kids.
Yep. Nope. Done.
Yeah.
Just get fish.
But also don't get a fish unless you know how to take care of it.
Right. But you just have to feed it and then make sure it's wet.
That's half of it.
There
You
you
got
go.
half of it.
You got to pet it. You got to groom your fish.
What comb is best for a beta fish?
Man, it's about that time. I got to give my fish a bath. You're like, what?
You just take them in their fish aquarium and then you just dump it.
Yeah, you just dump them in a little bowl, and then you grab them, and you shake them around underwater, and then you put them back in the bowl.
Oh my
Like, you're clean, buddy.
Good job.
Oh, he's tired from the cleaning.
Oh wow, look at that. He's upside down. He's taking a nap.
He's sleeping.
Sleepy.
He likes to sleep on top, so he can see the stars. You're like, oh my god.
Oh, so yeah,
There you go.
I wish schools could teach you more
Yeah,
of that kind of basic life things.
yeah,
But I don't know. At the same time, I feel like every single person that I hear talk about that are also the people that would like fuck around the most in class and not pay attention.
right here, dude. Me.
So, yeah, because I mean, there's like so many people. It's like, oh, I wish they taught us that. It's like they did.
Yeah,
You were there.
I not mentally. No, I would choose. I mean, it's just me. I would be like academically stunted, I'm sure, but if they had, like you could choose to go to, because they had like workshop and stuff back in the day, and like
Yeah.
auto class and whatnot. Like I would choose those
Yeah.
rather than like physics. Like you drop a ball, it falls. Got it. Figured that shit out. I'm done. You drop a wrench on your face because you're laying down underneath your wrench. That shit hurts. You learn that in auto shop. You do it once, never do it again.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't think I ever learned about that. So
Yeah. Well, you got to do it.
gotta do it at least once.
I'm working on my car Saturday, so you can come over. We could drop a wrench on you.
Sounds good. Yeah, I need to know.
It fucking hurts. Yeah, I think just people have to know that kind of stuff. I don't know. Kids need to get their ass beat more, rather than like be in school and be like, oh, this is hard math. Like, go scrape your knees. Go grab a wrench and try to take a bolt off, and then the wrench slips off the bolt, and you punch like a metal part of your car. That's what you need to learn. True pain. Don't let me around your children.
People are like, yeah, don't let Coley around your kids. Oh, he's like a weirdo, like a predator. No, he's gonna just like teach them like shop things.
Yeah, your kid's just gonna be bloody.
your kid's gonna get beat up and by inanimate objects.
Yeah, and it's all his fault. Like, it's not my fault. I just gave him a wrench. He broke his own knuckles.
Yeah,
That just happens.
He probably should have tightened it. I mean, honestly, you probably shouldn't have used an adjustable wrench. I mean, fucking idiot.
Is he smoking cigarettes now? Like, yeah, man, you crack your knuckles open. This shit hurts. You want a cigarette after a long day. He's 3. Like, well, he's got a hard life already.
Yeah, it's something you just gotta learn.
Yeah. That kind of shit. No, I want to be a fun uncle that does that.
Yeah, teaching them the fun stuff.
Yeah, so the parents are like, hey, here's our kid, like, hang out with them, like, be a good influence. And I'd be like, oh, I will. And then be like, you want to go, like, build shit in the garage? Like, oh, I don't know. I'd be like, engines are basically explosions. And then kids would be like, oh, my God. Like, yeah, there you go. Boom. Done.
Boom.
You want to do electrical and get electrocuted? It's fun.
Don't worry, we're starting off on a low voltage.
It's sick, dude. Just lick this battery first.
Step 1, lick battery.
Yeah. Cool, right? Yeah, you want to do it again? Yeah, it's fucking awesome. You got it. Sorry, your kid's hooked on batteries.
Well, at least they're not hooked on phonics.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I don't even know what that is.
Hooked on phonics?
Yeah. It's like reading.
Yeah, it's like just reading.
That's so dumb.
It's like books.
Hooked on phonics.
Yeah. I had Bob books.
Bob books?
Yeah,
They
they're
have
kind
like levels to them or something?
Yeah, they're kind of the same thing, like short stories that help you figure out words and what they sound like and mean. But I could read in like kindergarten.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Which sucked when the teachers found out because they'd be like, oh, do you want to read for the class? I'm like, fuck no, I don't want to read. I can, but I don't want to. God.
I'd much rather not.
No, thank you. I'm in the middle of reading my dictionary at the moment. Like, thank you. Okay, next topic. I don't want kids. They're fucking awful.
Noted.
Friends can have kids and be like, this is our kid, look at him. I'd be like, that's great. Keep it over there.
So my hot take is that cities shouldn't have flags.
Yeah.
And this is a person that owns a flag from his hometown.
Yeah, you have Bellingham flag.
Yeah, I used to hang it up in my office back in Seattle.
Yeah, we have too many goddamn flags.
That's the thing, is there's so many flags.
There's so many flags. It's just stop. Where do we stop?
There is no stopping. There's flags for basically anything.
Do we have a flag for like where we live? Like obviously Bellingham, but within the city.
Like our neighborhood?
Yeah, do we have a neighborhood flag?
We probably have a neighborhood flag.
Then we go, where do we go from there? We have a house flag? Have we designed a flag for the house?
Okay. Now you're kind of I'm taking it back. Every city should have a flag.
Every city. We need flags everywhere. Yeah.
Like I don't
No, I agree. It's too many goddamn flags. Like state flags fine.
Yeah.
But
country flags, good, yeah. Need something.
sure.
But yeah, it's just like when you get down to like every city having a flag, there's so many cities out there. There's so many cities.
There's too many.
Not everything needs to have a flag. And then it's like, okay, now you start making a bunch of this flag. And what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to take it around and then I don't know? It's basically just like a thing to be like, hey, look at me, I'm from this place, and people are like, oh, what does that flag mean? And it's like, oh, it means I'm from this random city.
And the people who live in the city are like, we fucking know because we're here too.
Yeah.
You're a dipshit. No, okay. It shouldn't be designs. It should just be a flag that says "I'm from" and then your city.
Just the most basic thing
the most
ever.
basic thing. Yeah. That way nobody can copy it. Because I'm sure it's hard to copy people's flags, but there are I want to say like Romania and an African country that have the exact same flag. It's like orangish red, blue, and then yellow,
Yeah.
like a French flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one flag for two people. They can't decide on get another fucking flag.
I was about to say, I think there's other countries that are very similar to like the French flag.
Yeah,
And
there's a bunch of them.
I was getting mixed up. I'm like, oh my God. I mean,
It's French. Like, no, it's not. You're like, well, it fucking looks like French. And if you're colorblind, Ireland is French. There you go.
oh, I should ask my colorblind friend. Be like, hey, do you know what country flag this is?
I'd be like, dude, I don't know. It's all the same.
I don't know. Great Britain.
Yeah. Great Britain. There's Great Britain and Grey Britain.
Oh my God, that's also another dumb thing. But I don't know. It's just like I feel like there's so many things just like being made, and I don't know. It's like, is it really helping anyone to have like a city flag?
No.
You know, like it's one thing for like the LGBTQIA community, like for all of them to have these different flags and to have like this identity in a way. But it's like I really like this city.
Okay. Good for you, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, even though like I'm saying that, like, yeah, I was kind of a bit of a jackwagon, just kind of flying my city flag.
It's the first step is recognition.
Yeah. Cuz
And then
now
acceptance.
it's just like it's part of my identity is I'm from this city.
Yeah. Well, no, part of your identity is every hike you go on, you take the cougar flag.
Not anymore, but I used to.
Yeah.
I think I stopped that like 3 years ago. Yeah.
Phased out. You're like, I'm too cool for this.
I used to take my alma mater flag everywhere, and then I realized I was like, I didn't really care that much about my alma mater, and I just went there because I wanted to kind of get out of my hometown for a bit, and I gave them tens of thousands of dollars, and that's about it.
There you go.
So I was like, So
every photo you're like, I gave them too much money.
yeah, cheese.
I'm so in debt.
I'm on the mountain in debt.
I just found a blister on my hand.
Yeah, do you want to make a flag about it?
Yeah. Can we?
Yeah,
Is that an option?
it is an option.
There's too many flags. I think people talking about flags, little sidebar, hot take, I'll say. Calm the fuck down about your flags. Like, people are like, oh, don't let the flag touch the ground. 'Cause then it's like,
All the flag rules.
yeah, like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's a flag. It's a piece of fabric. Like, yes, it represents something, but fucking calm down.
Yeah, like it's okay.
Like, yeah. I should have a bed sheet on a stick hanging out my window, and that represents my room. I'd be like, I have to burn it if it touches the roof, because then I'm unclean or whatever. It's like, what? Why is it so many fucking rules and shit? No, don't fuck off.
Yeah, I think people just kind of get too up in arms about what people do with flags.
Yeah. Although, on the other hand, it is nice that people fly flags because it's easy to tell what kind of people they are.
Yes.
Yeah. So
They're-
you can be like, cool, those are your views on things. I don't like you. Or you're cool. I agree with that.
Yeah. It can give you. It's like the not the cover of the book, but kind of like the preface. Or,
Yeah. It's the author's notes,
Yeah. It gives you a little bit in depth.
the introduction.
Yeah.
Like, Trump 2024. It's like, gotcha. Not going to talk to you ever. You're a douchebag. Like, if there's an American flag that's not the normal colors that have other colors, it tells me that you're very opinionated on things and I don't want to talk to you about it because I'm going to be wrong. Shit
I will
like
say
that.
though that if it is the American flag with different colors, but it's like satire in a way, then I want to talk to you.
Sure.
Like,
if it's satire.
There's one that I think is the American flag, but so like the thin blue line flag.
Yeah.
They basically did that, but with brown as to resemble pizza crust. And that's because being a pizza delivery driver is actually like fairly dangerous.
Jesus.
Like statistically, I think more pizza drivers are assaulted than police officers every year.
Well, that makes sense. As a random dude, usually a younger person, showing up at a random person's house that is like, okay, I hope you can pay me and not put a gun in my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like people that have those flags, the more like satirical flags.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm like, okay, you got some humor.
I like those stories that like people post pictures or videos and it's like, the pizza man comes to the door and they're like having a party and they're like, dude, you want a beer? Or like, do you want to hit the bong? And the guy's like, fuck yeah. And then they just hang out with them for a while. Like, I don't know. I find that funny.
I think that happened at either one of my parties or like my birthday party. Someone ordered pizza and we were all about to take a shot, and then we're like, hold on, someone's not at the door, and like open the door, and everyone's like, pizza guy, and so we're like, shot. He's like, all right.
Fuck yeah. That's a cool pizza guy.
It's like, all right.
That's how you get a tip.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't pay for the pizza, so hopefully they tipped. Yeah, I don't know.
didn't either, so I don't know.
I don't know either.
I take tip off.
Let's see. That was probably $1 shot, so -1.
Yeah, thanks, dude. All right.
So yeah, city shouldn't have flags.
Yeah, I don't fucking. That's too much. Too much. I don't think people should attribute their shortcomings to personality when they should be attributed to behavior.
Okay. Give me an example here.
I think I've said something like this in the hot takes before, but like if people, one of the ones that gets me is my sister's very, I'm throwing her under the bus, but she doesn't listen to this podcast.
What?
So.
You never do that.
No, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, she's loud and very opinionated and like in your face and it's like, dude, shut the fuck up sometimes. Like you're being an asshole. And she's just like, I'm just a loud person. Like that's not a personality trait. You're just being an asshole.
Yeah.
Like stop. So something like that. If people, I love my sister, she's cool, but god damn, sometimes I'm like, you're my sister, really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, and I don't know, just something like that, because I've run into a lot of people that are loud and outgoing and that kind of thing, but it just comes off as rude and arrogant.
Yeah.
Rather than like confident or boisterous or whatever. It's just rude.
Yeah. like I'm trying to think of the phrase. I can't think of it for the life of me. But I mean, basically, like an opinionated person, like they're gonna tell it like it is.
They're gonna tell it like it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Those people are the worst because they aren't telling it like it is. Because the only thing that they really talk about is like negative things.
Yeah,
like
or
things that are
their
bad.
opinion.
Yeah.
It's not it's not what it is. It's not truth.
Like
It's their truth.
And the thing is like you can tell it like it is in some capacity like that, but it needs to be like both ways. So like if a person like tells it like it is, they're like, "Oh, that dress is really unflattering on you." And it's like, "Oh, well that's extremely rude and mean."
Yeah.
But like another time they're like, "Your hair looks really good. I love that so much." Like you need to have the full
You're like, "Thanks, I'm bald."
spectrum. Like you need to have the full spectrum if you're gonna be like, I tell it like it is. Because if you just say mean things and then you're like, oh, it's just who I am. It's just I tell it like it is. No, you're just an asshole.
Yeah, and nobody wants to hang out with you because you just are a fucking asshole. So
Yeah.
great. But I think in your that's weird. If someone's like, yeah, you look not okay in that dress, or like that dress doesn't look good on you, instead of saying something like that, you should be like, it's not the best for you, but if you like it, I will support you. That kind of thing. Like, be gray rather than black or white.
Yeah, gray is helpful. Which I mean, I guess it's also like the thing is like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all.
Yeah. Or if it's something your friend puts on and they're like, dude, I love this, and you're like, that truly looks awful, then you could tell them, but kind of quietly, like, hey man, that looks like shit. Why don't we try something else? So that you don't get made fun of and I don't get my style cramped hanging out with you.
And they're like, sorry, I'm styling. I'm cramping your style.
Yeah, like
I'm Krampus in your styling.
Yeah, I just don't get your Krampus in my style. I just don't get that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell like it is. Like,
yeah, that's the one that I hate the most.
You don't have to.
Because it's like, you're only mean. Like, where's the nice part of the is?
Yeah, exactly. Like you said earlier, it's mostly negative.
Yeah.
That's not.
It's an excuse for being mean.
Yeah, exactly. It's an excuse to be
trying to make it less bad. Like, I mean, the thing that gets me most, people are like, I'm not racist, but
and like, okay, you're gonna say something racist.
You're gonna say something racist.
That doesn't. You can't say I'm not racist, but and then anything you say that's racist, like you don't get a fucking pass.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense. I'm not an asshole, but I think you look like shit today, and you're a shit friend, and I hate you, and go fuck yourself. But I'm not an asshole. It's like, that doesn't cancel it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's like, so, but yeah, just like what you're saying, like, they're like, oh, I'm quirky, and then they like do something very mean. Like,
I'm just quirky. Like, no, you're just rude.
Yeah.
Go away. Don't be rude. Like that hockey guy said, why you have to be mad? It's only a game. There you go.
God, I love that so much.
Why do you have to be mad? It's only a game.
Yeah, like the whole thing is just like, oh, that's just my personality. It's like, well, you can change that,
Get a new personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't excuse your shitty behavior. Not at all. Wrong. Try again.
Wrong.
Yeah. We should tell the people who tell it like it is what it is.
Yeah, you know what? We could just give them a little old.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. I just tell it like it is. It's like, well, I'm gonna tell you like you suck.
I'm gonna tell you like you is.
You suck. Okay.
So yeah, it's definitely like just stop.
I like that. People tell it like it is. Should make a sticker. Like, if you say, if you like to tell it like it is, I don't want to talk to you. There you go.
Yeah,
Put it on a flag.
like there are people that I know that do tell it like it is, and it is the complete spectrum, and I respect them so much for it.
Yeah, do it all.
Yeah.
Don't just be a meanie pants.
Yeah, don't be a meanie pants.
Yeah.
Be a nicey pants too.
God, jerk. Gotta be nicey pants.
Let's see. See-through electronics should make a comeback.
Big fucking yes.
Like I recently bought a new Xbox controller that I have two, and they're like special editions, and they both have like a bit of like see-through nature to them.
They're cool.
And honestly, like sometimes I'll just stare at them. I'm
It's
like, oh,
It's so cool. I don't know why we went away with that. Like it peaked. We peaked with was it the Nintendo 64 purple?
Nintendo 64 and the GameCube like colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Had the see-through chassis.
Chassis. Yeah.
Chassis. That's a weird word.
I know it is a weird word. Chassis.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the fucking purple see-through game controller is so sick. Nintendo Switch should have made Joy-Con controllers that are see-through.
They should have.
And people 3D print them, and like you can get them now and stuff.
Yeah, but it's like it should just be there, and like
Should just be there.
it should also just be other stuff. Like
Yeah.
I want the same kind of thing on my dishwasher.
That'd be cool.
Like I just want to see through my dishwasher in purple. Like
Yeah, why can't we see through our dishwasher when it's working?
yeah.
Well, I mean, there's like insulation and stuff that you gotta worry about. But we can see through our ovens.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, they could figure out that kind of insulation.
Figure it out. Why not phones? Like iPhones are, I mean, every phone's metal now.
Yeah.
But when they were glass on the back and phones that have glass on the back, like
Yeah, could have easily been see
make
through.
it fucking see through. It's cool.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Or like I don't know, see through like headphones, like any
Those would be
technology.
sick.
I want to be able to look through it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. There was a fad for a while when I was in the car scene that you could get like a see-through hood.
Oh.
Yeah, like a clear hood.
Yeah.
It was pretty rad. So fucking expensive,
I bet.
and they just would get dirty so quick. But yeah, you get like sorry. You get a see-through hood, and then other people would do like depending on the motor they had, they would do a see-through timing cover so you could see some gears and shit
Yeah.
in there. Like that's cool. I like
Yeah.
that. I saw when I was looking at a different plastics kit for my dirt bike. Like I went all gray because I wanted to go gray. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But they have a full clear kit for my dirt bike. Yeah.
Oh.
There's a guy, I think he got rid of it or got a new plastic kit, but I followed him on Instagram for a while, and he had like my bike same year, all clear, and it looked cool when it was clean, but it's a dirt bike, so
yeah, so it's
like
gonna get dirty.
one ride and it's immediately dirty, and like, oh damn. But yeah, when it was all put together, I was like, that looks kind of fucking sick. It looks invisible. It's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's just it's fucking tough.
It's badass.
Yeah.
Your laptop should be like Mac used to make those old big ass computers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the whole, it's like basically like the old CRT monitor had
Yeah.
the whole like, yeah.
That
it's
was
like,
rad.
That was so rad.
Every librarian had one. I don't know why, but they did. That was cool shit. Bring it back.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think like anything that you could think of, like a guitar that you could also like have like they say like see-through stuff. Like that's rad as hell.
I like that. I like custom bowling balls that are see-through.
Yes.
Those are cool. Those are fucking cool.
God.
I mean, custom bowling balls are just rad in general.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
it doesn't mean you are cool.
but
There's a disconnect. But it is cool to see one. But if you're like, yeah, it's my custom bowling ball, it's like, okay, dude, you're kind of a dork.
yeah, like honestly, that's a thing is like when you have that kind of technology,
Yeah.
you have to realize the coolness. It stays with the technology.
Yeah.
Like you are not yourself cool once you have that and you're holding it.
Yeah, it doesn't make you cool. But if you got a all clear bowling ball with like a rose in it or something,
Oh,
like something badass.
yeah.
Uh, if you can turn around and just drop like do a turkey right there, and you just get strike, strike, strike. I'm like, fuck. Okay, you can put whatever you want in your bowling ball. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you're cool. But yeah, if you just get a bowling ball, then you're like, it's clear and it has it's got pennies in it. Like, are you good at
Pennies.
bowling? You're like, no, I suck. It's like, fuck you then.
It's one reason why I'm a little afraid to get in a bowling ball since I'm very bad. I don't know. I always tell people I'm kind of bad at bowling. And they're like, "Oh, well, like, what's your average?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, I usually get above like 100, but that's about it." And they're like, "Oh, you're so good." I'm like, "No. No."
No, I'm not good. I just like it. Well, just get like, I don't know.
Cuz I feel like it's one thing like
Get
with bowling is like
like a
if
black
you get your
ball.
own shoes and your own bowling ball, then you can get a lot better
There
cuz
you
then it's
go.
just the same thing over and over.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just mean to bowlers.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people I know. I mean, the people I know now that are bowlers, cool. The people I knew back in the day who were bowlers, not cool.
Yeah. I did when I was younger. I do remember going to a bowling alley, and there was just one guy bowling by himself, and he had his headphones on, and he was just ripping the balls down there, and he was doing real good, and he just didn't give a fuck about anybody else. And I'm like, damn, that's cool. I to aspire to have that level of coolness. But it's I don't know. I don't know where the level is because like outside of a bowling alley, it's like, oh,
Yeah, like I don't
if
know,
you advertise that you bowl by yourself and have all your own stuff, like, okay,
not as cool.
not as cool. But if you're just there and people are like, oh shit, dude, like you bowl, and you're like, what's up? Like, yeah, fucking cool. Don't just be cool and don't talk about it because the people who are cool don't say they're cool. They're just cool.
They just go do it.
That's what being cool is.
Yeah.
I'm super cool though. I'm like super super cool.
Oh, fucking yeah, the
Yeah.
raddest.
Everything I do is cool. So it's like whatever.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
like,
it's I'm nothing about it. I got a see-through water bottle.
for a second my brain was like, that'd be so cool. It's we have that.
Do we have? Oh yeah, like plastic.
Just plastic water bottles. Like, that's a sick idea. No, it's a water bottle.
Yeah, because it's the same thing with the problem with the insulation. And
Yeah.
yeah. Nah. Oh well.
Hmm.
Next topic. What we got?
I think. Is it my turn?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
up.
Okay. I think churches, and for this example, I specifically have a church in mind,
Mm.
but I think churches should be a place where homeless people can go live. Like, okay, so out in Ferndale, off Smith Road, I don't know what church it is because I don't give a fuck, but like it's a huge building already, and then they have like you could fit multiple buildings in the acreage that they have,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just all like grass, and they mow it, and it's just fucking grass. Like, sure, it's a park there, but we have another grassy area just down the way,
Mm-hmm.
and we have another park just down the road, so it's like we don't need that to be there.
Yeah.
And they never do anything in the grass because they're always inside. I'm like, they should have homeless people go live there.
Okay.
Can't have them live in the woods. I mean, they do, and they do, legal stuff
Yeah, and
because they're
then
living in the woods.
accidentally blow up.
Yeah, but it's church, so fuck them.
Oh, I meant the woods part.
Blowing up the woods is cool sometimes.
Because I mean, if the church was helping them out, like the only
Yeah.
reason why they have those is heat or to heat up food. And so if the church is providing shelter and food, then they don't really need like a propane tank.
Yeah, that won't be dangerous.
Yeah, I partially agree. I think a way to kind of move it forward is to say that churches need to provide some type of service for their community, something like doing some kind of either like housing for the homeless or um, some kind of like food bank for the homeless, something that helps out those that are in need.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't, then they lose their tax exempt status.
Yes, I would agree with that. They have to do something.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they're more talk. Like, oh, we love everyone. We're all God's children. Ew, homeless people. I don't want to help them.
Yeah, no,
Like,
they're just
fucking-
druggies, and
Yeah.
they did that to themselves.
Well,
It's
they
like,
fell away from God.
it's like, okay, well then can't you just make the argument that the devil has a hold on them and
Help them out, bro.
God do something to help out your homie?
Hey, man, don't throw devil under the bus. All right, he got a bad rap. He's just fucking hanging out, and God's talking shit about him.
Yeah, and then he was like, I don't want to be I don't want to be shit talked, and then
Yeah.
God's like, okay,
Yeah, exactly.
to the dirt.
God's like, cool. Now everyone up here is uppity and shitty, and the devil's like, yeah, well, this is where all the parties happen. So, it's fucking cool down here.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like churches they do provide a decent amount of service. Well, some churches do.
Some do, but I feel like it's like one in a blue moon, and it's just to kind of appease the. Like they put it in the newsletter or whatever, and like, see, we're good for the community. And it's like this is the first time you've done it in 3 years. Like, do something every month.
Yeah, it feels like with how much money that is coming in, that there should be more. I mean, a very good example is the Mormon Church. It's a church that has probably the most money ever. I mean, I think Scientology might be close to them, but I mean, Mormonism, they really push like giving, I think it's like 10% of what you make to the church.
Mm,
So, I mean, if every single member is giving 10%, like that's a lot of money.
that's a shitload of money.
And they can do so much for the community, but they really kind of keep it just to their congregation.
I don't understand how there's people like I don't get it. I don't understand how people can look at something like that and be like, oh, that's not a cult, that's a family. You're like, I don't get how people can believe in that shit. I went to Catholic school for 9 years, and even when I was a dumb little baby boy, I was like, this shit doesn't make sense. Why the fuck are we doing this? Why are we going to church? I don't understand it. I don't like it.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of different camps when it comes to having a belief system like that. And I mean, it heavily relies on faith because when you do start to kind of talk about the logic of things, that's when things can kind of deteriorate.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of people that have had some really fucked up things happen to them, and finding God was the one thing that kind of kept them grounded. So, I'm a person that has the belief that as long as people aren't using religion for nefarious reasons, that it's an overall positive for people. Because I mean, it does help you find a community. It does help you keep yourself grounded at times. And when times are hard, it's something that you can actually like rely on without it being a physical being. It's this magical thing in the sky that's able to give you hope, which I mean, it's a really strong thing, especially for the human spirit. Like, I mean, there's been studies about Native Americans, and if they go to the hospital and then also have like their tribal healer come in and do a special ceremony for them, that they actually have a higher increased survivability, like increased just getting well, just because there is a huge factor in just the human mind of thinking like, I am going to be okay. There is this otherworldly being that is helping me. Like,
Yeah, but it's just you.
yeah, but the fact that there is something out there that you can kind of like force your body to do something like that.
There's just hope.
Yeah. And not everyone can have hope just by themselves. People kind of need that outer worldly, like there's something out there that is looking out there for me. And there is also something out there that doesn't have my best interest in mind. And so I need to be mindful of that.
Yeah. I just don't like that makes sense, but I don't know. I can't wrap my head around the lore and like the fucking belief system and like the fact that if you're one religion, like you can't talk to another religion or you have certain rules. Like I do agree that like being raised around Catholicism and I would say Christians really like they are nice people sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
And I think they have good morals. Like, yeah, don't kill anybody. Don't steal shit. Like 10 Commandments are that's just you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But there are some things that they just dive too much into belief. And I'm like, where are we fucking going with this?
Yeah, and that's kind of the, like I guess where I get it, where it's like the extremism of it.
Yeah.
And that's that's kind of like my stopping point is when it's like nefarious, when it's starting to impact others in a negative way.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, well, this is really not helpful.
No. If it helps you, great. More power to you. I want you to be healthy and happy and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
It's one of the reasons why, like, because I grew up Christian and then I was atheist for a bit, and then I found out about the flying spaghetti monster, and so I was that for a bit.
Pastafarian.
Yep, Pastafarianism.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many little fun facts about Pastafarianism. I read the Bible like 3 times.
Damn.
I loved it so much. It's so funny. Like, honestly, if you ever were curious about Pastafarianism, buy the Bible and read it. It is such a funny little read.
Huh.
Like, it explains why humans used to be shorter, and it's because there were less of us. And so the flying spaghetti monster, his noodly appendage was able to keep us down on the earth better. But once we started having babies and multiplying like bunnies, he's having a harder time keeping us down. And so the average height of humans started to get higher because he couldn't keep us down on the ground more.
There's just too many people for him to push.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
It's so stupid. I love it.
I do like satire kind of thing. Like the Book of Mormon.
Oh, the musical?
Yeah.
I really want to see that.
Oh my God. I think it's on Spotify or something.
Oh yeah, you can just like listen to it.
I listened to it. It's fucking great. It's so funny. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so good. I would listen to it again. But holy shit.
All right. Well, hey, next time it's in town or close to town, we should go.
We should go see it because, yeah, I would go see it. It's so
like,
fun.
I don't even care if I'm in the nosebleeds. Like,
it's worth it.
Yeah.
The whole time I was just smiling ear to ear like, ha ha ha, they're so stupid. But, yeah.
But yeah, it's just overall churches I think need to be doing a little bit more just because they have so much.
Yeah. Fuck evangelicals.
Yeah.
Like that's absolutely pointless.
I'll be honest, like I don't know a whole lot about evangelicalism.
That's like Joel Osteen.
Oh, yep.
Like those kind of people.
Yeah,
mega
like
churches.
Mega churches. Yeah, that's
no, that is not okay.
like, oh my God. I mean, remember when the hurricane was hitting around one of his and he locked the doors?
Yeah.
And people were like in there and they're like,
We
Let
just
us,
got new
please.
carpets.
Nah, sorry.
Nah, I don't want to get the carpets dirty.
Yeah.
For God. Like, fuck you, dude. You're not for the people. You're not for God. If you do that kind of shit, no,
Yeah.
not at all. Should take his license away.
It's so bad.
His gardening license.
It's gardening.
His gardening. All right. What do you got?
Okay. This one I think is actually going to be a little controversial. I know. The rest ones are really controversial, so this one is gonna blow you out of the water.
I'm ready. I'm already out of the water.
Good. Having sex with friends should be seen in a better light than having sex with strangers.
What do you mean?
So I think people will view like people having sex within a friend group as like worse compared to someone having sex like with someone that they found in the club.
I feel attacked.
You feel attacked?
I kind of agree though, because it's like I have more trust with people that I know
Yeah.
rather than some. I don't know if this random person, like, we're gonna hook up and then in the morning they're gonna be sitting above me with a fucking knife and then be like, "You love me, right? Or you die." And you're like, "What is fucking happening?" Like, if you know the people ahead of time, you know your friends, and you're both adults, and you're like, sex is cool, and you're like, yeah, it is. If you can do it and hopefully be mature enough to be like, we could stop this at any time.
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead. More power to you.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's not to say like, hey, everybody, fuck your friends.
Yeah, it's if you're if you're both consenting adults, why not?
Yeah. Like, if there's nothing like, I guess, weird or that comes out of it. Like, I don't know. It can also be like a little bit of a weird situation where you're like, oh, yeah, that was something.
Yeah, and you'd be like, okay, never again.
Yeah.
One and done.
I think it just comes down to the people. Like, I think you need to be able to just be an adult about it.
Be an adult.
Be an adult. But yeah, it's just like I feel like people will really dog on people who like are doing the deed in their friend group.
Yeah, why is that? If you're two single people in your friend group, you can't just walk up and be like, "Hey, do you want to like hook up?" It'd be like, "What? No, that's weird." But you can do that to somebody in a bar.
Yeah.
Why is that?
You're just dancing up on them and you're like,
"Hey, you want to go back to my place?" Sure. And you're like, "What? Who the fuck are you?"
yeah.
Like it does seem bass backwards.
Yeah, it's like,
Doesn't make sense.
I know this person, I trust them. They think I'm funny. Maybe they're just saying that they think I'm funny.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah. It's like, I can get it in certain situations. But yeah, I just think overall people are really judgmental when it comes to like their friends doing stuff like that.
Yeah, man. It's weird. I agree with that.
Yeah.
It does seem like it'd be kind of controversial, but yeah, I can agree with that. Huh. That's funny. I actually just kind of had this talk yesterday with a friend of mine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, we were hanging out and like we used to have a thing and I don't know, if you're listening, you know who you are, and our relationship is complicated. And I am sure Keenan. That's why it's not here right now. No, I am sure the person I'm talking about is going to give me a call the next couple days and be like, "Thanks for talking about me."
I love it when you talk about me.
Anyway. Yeah, like if that's something you're looking for and you're both on the same page, and like, cause something we talked about was like, we would both, we've both done that with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And we're both at a point in time where it's like, we could do that with each other, but like we do enjoy our friendship a little bit more. So I think there is that too. Like, if for some reason it changes your friendship, and that kind of sucks because your friendship's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to be a different relationship. But you can go out and fuck somebody and like never talk to them again. and nothing changes,
Yeah.
and that's great. But like for me, I would rather hook up with somebody that I know and trust and respect rather than like that's not to say I don't respect anybody I hook up with at a bar, but like that's weird to me. I just don't really like that because I don't know the person. I would rather know the person to be like know where their head's at.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
You know, that's kind of I guess where I was going with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. We kind of had this talk yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've definitely had friendships where it was like, you know, kind of like getting close like that and then having that conversation. And it's like, yeah, probably not for the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the big thing between us was something I brought up was like, I like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to say sexual tension, but I do kind of like that like flirtiness that we have in the relationship. And I don't personally feel like that will change if we were to sleep together, but it would be a different sort of dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I don't want to lose that. Like I like that kind of butterfly sort of like ooh kind of fun attraction. Yeah. And so it's kind of nice. It's like a tease, you know, like you just like sort of what do the kids call it now? You goon. You're gooning. You're gooning in your relationship.
I just love gooning my friends.
I just love gooning my friends. Yeah, like I'm done. Edge and goon with your friends. It's great.
That's what you know. Stop. You can still edge and goon with strangers if you'd like.
Yeah,
but it's just better when you do it with a friend.
Better with your friends. Boys' night.
Boys' night.
Let's hang out, have some beers, and play Mario Kart and goon.
I mean, yeah, I'm here with the goon squad.
With the goon squad. God damn it.
Oh God. All right, let's move on. I think we're done edging this conversation.
Yeah, this is long enough. What was my other topic?
I have it here if you need a reminder.
I do. I totally forgot what it was.
Hi, hi. My name is Coley. Ferndale water is better than Bellingham water.
How the fuck did I forget this one? This was like my number one, dude. Hot take. I think Ferndale water is better than Bellingham water.
So for our listeners,
99% of the people are going to be like, "You're fucking wrong."
For our listeners that may not be within the area, Bellingham water is very fresh, very pure, very good. If you compare it to a majority of the country,
oh yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah. Like I'm not. We're keeping it for people that don't know.
We ain't got no brown faucet water.
Yeah, we don't got the brown faucet
this
water.
Is good stuff.
I don't think we have fluoride.
I thought we did, but I don't think we have it anymore.
I think we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
Well, one day we'll look it up or not.
Fluoride's good for you.
It is good for you. You can actually like, it helps with your teeth enamel, but it can also like if you have like a hairline fracture or something, it can also kind of like get within the bone, and that actually can make your bones a little bit more brittle compared to like normally with calcium.
I didn't know that.
That was one thing that like I read up online. Also, supposedly, like it blocks, like some part of your brain that kind of gets you to be more like spiritual.
So it turns us into robots.
It makes us not more like robots, but I guess just less spiritual. So,
dude, give me a bottle of fluoride.
I was gonna say I feel like you chug one every night.
Let's put. I do. Let's put fluoride in the water systems that go to churches. The ultimate prank.
Got him.
It's like one day in church, they're just like, fuck it, dude. I'm not really feeling this.
Are we done here?
Are we done? That's all right, everybody. We're at the end of the Bible. Go home. We're done.
We're done. I see you never.
Yeah, don't fucking call me.
So that's just to kind of to preface Bellingham water for people who don't know.
It's good.
So
It's clean and clear.
so now,
Okay.
what is your argument that makes Ferndale
Here
water better?
is my argument. Here it is. My mom moved out to Ferndale. We had good water when I lived in Bellingham. It was good. It was good. But I only ever had Bellingham water because I grew up in Bellingham, right?
Yeah.
My
So,
mom moved out to Ferndale and moved into this house that had a refrigerator with fridge water on the outside. I only drink fridge water now. Like, I rarely drink faucet water. I'm fucking bougie as hell. I'm particular about my water,
it's very.
as you can tell. We moved out to Ferndale, and they had fridge water. Said that. Like, we don't know when the filter was replaced. Who knows?
Yeah.
But in the time we lived there, like, we never changed it. Because I tried to once, and it was like fucking welded in there. And so I was like, I'm gonna break something if I try to fix this, and then the whole refrigerator's fucked. So I was like, well, we're not ever changing the filter because I can't. We can't do it. So for like 3 or 4 years, we never changed the filter. There was nothing wrong with the water, and it tasted better than Bellingham water. Like, I started drinking that. It was all good. It was fantastic.
Right.
It was crispy. It was like no mineral-y sort of flavor. Like in Bellingham, there's an aftertaste.
Yeah. A little bit of aftertaste.
Yeah, that's not good water.
So here's my question though. If you went to someone else's house and got a glass of water from the tap,
Yep.
would it be better, like in Ferndale,
Yeah,
would it be better than, like, say, getting tap water from our place?
I think so, yes.
Oh man, then that's the hot take right
I think
there.
it would taste better. But if that has to be on the grid, though, if you're on a well, that tastes like shit.
Yeah, that's
That makes sense.
yeah.
That's like sulfur water. Like my uncle, he has well water, and it smells like eggs.
That's not good.
It's awful.
You
It's so
fucking
bad.
you put a lighter next to the sink and it gets like
Yeah. If you lose heat in your house, just light the water on fire. It's gross. But yeah, like Ferndale city water, I think it's good. It's clear. It's just what really gets me is the no minerally aftertaste. It's just water.
yeah,
It's so good.
I wonder if it's something to do with like their water treatment system, if they do something like a little special
I don't know.
or what, but
And I tell you, we got a new fridge out there. So new filter, new system. That water's still fucking good. It's still really good. It's still better. I will say it's better than our water here. I think it's better than our water here.
I mean, that's totally fine. I
Yeah.
mean, I cheaped out on the refrigerator. It was only like $1,500 or something.
That's not a cheap refrigerator.
No, I mean, but if you look at like the fancy refrigerators,
Well, yeah, like a Sub-Zero or something. Like, sure. Oh my
well, I
God.
mean, even if
covered
you,
in bug
I
bites.
forget which one I have, like LG or something.
Yeah, you have an
or,
LG.
even those can get up to like $4,000 or something. And it's like,
Why?
it's not doing anything any better than the one I have right now.
No. But there's also refrigerators. I was looking at refrigerators today. You can get them for like $300, and it's just a refrigerator. You don't get water or anything on the outside, but it heats. No,
It heats your food up.
it cools and freezes your food. Like,
That's-
that's what you want it to do.
That's an oven, Cully.
Oh, okay. I was looking at ovens too, and dishwashers.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like
it's the water. It's different. It's better out there.
it's
The ice is better too.
the ice is better.
The ice is better. I found that ice in Bellingham, the only way I can describe it is it has like kind of a garlicky taste to it, like a subtle garlicky taste. And I thought of it like for a while. I was like, oh, it's just like this one person's putting garlic in their their ice maker. Like, no, it's I've had multiple in Bellingham ices that have that like same garlicky sort of smell and taste.
Yeah.
It's very faint, but it's there.
Hmm.
And I think that has to do with the water.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
I don't know why you freeze it and then it becomes garlic water, but
The minerals.
it's got to be. But yeah, I think Ferndale water is better. And I could do a blind taste test. If I had 2 cups in front of me, I could be like, that's Bellingham, that's Ferndale. I could tell you. And Blaine. But
Yeah.
their water is just disappointing. Like, take a sip. This makes me sad. Is this from Blaine? Like, yeah.
That's me with California water.
Yeah, California water is so sad.
Like,
It feels like it doesn't want to be there, or it tastes like it doesn't want to be there.
yeah,
It's weird.
it's really weird. Yeah.
You could drink it. Like, it's all right, man. I don't want to drink you either. God.
Like, I was in California a couple, like, month and a half ago for my cousin's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And when we first got there, we were waiting for the Airbnb to open up. And so we're just going down the beach. And I was thirsty as hell. I already drank all my water.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like looking around and I'm like, finally, a water fountain. And I like run up to it and I start drinking it. And I got maybe 2 sips before I just stopped. And I was like, I'll find bottled water.
oh,
It's just, it has a weird taste to it. It has a weird feel to it.
yeah,
It's just weird.
it's weird. It's weird. Although bottled waters can be different too.
Yes.
Like, to me, Fiji feels like thick.
yeah,
It feels
has,
thick.
has some kind of, I don't want to say mucusy, but that's the only thing I can really think of.
Yeah, it
like,
is that. I guess I see what you're saying. It is phlegmy.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it.
It's hard to drink. Like, I remember I never had Fiji just because it was like, it's fucking water. It doesn't matter. I'll get the cheap shit.
Yeah.
But I got it in an airport, I think.
Because it's like all they have.
Because that's all they have is like $19 bottles of water. You get
Why
2
pay
sips.
more?
Why pay more? Exactly. But yeah, I was really thirsty. And so I was trying to quench my thirst as one does with water. And I took a sip of this Fiji and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I feel like I'm drinking unflavored cough syrup. Like, it's gooey. It's gross. And then I learned that thick water is actually a thing for people. Yeah, like older people that have trouble swallowing or whatever. You can get thickened water. It just tastes like water, but it's thicker. And you can get a bunch of different juices and stuff like thicker, like apple juice, thick apple juice, or you can get the powder or whatever mix it is to make your drinks thicker. I forget exactly why.
Yeah, I was gonna say
There's
like,
medical reasons.
If they have trouble swallowing, it seems kind of odd. But because like one thing I know is like some guy made these basically like gel pods that have water in them that kind of like look like candy, and dementia patients like
Oh yeah.
because like they just forget that they're supposed to drink water.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not thirsty.
Like, well,
And-
time to take your pill, and they're like, okay.
And so yeah, made it to help them with that. But yeah, there's probably some good reason why you need to thicken your water.
I'm curious now. Why is there thick? Why would one? I'm typing and talking.
You know, it just needs to stick to your ribs. It's also a weird saying, like, "Oh yeah, that gravy's so good, it just sticks to your ribs."
You're eating it wrong, sir.
I'm sorry, gravy is not supposed to go there.
Oh my God. So I typed in, why would one thicken their water, right? I didn't type water yet. Comes up with hair, stomach, skin, nails, poop.
Well, I mean, there's a good reason why someone would want to thicken their poop.
Yeah, but I just didn't expect it when I'm like,
Did you mean poop?
yeah, so people may thicken water to help them swallow liquids more safely, especially if they have dysphagia, which is the medical term for difficulty swallowing. Thickened liquids move more slowly than thin liquids, giving the body more time to control the liquid and protect the airway. This can help prevent choking and coughing.
Interesting.
and can reduce the risk of liquid entering the lungs, which can cause pneumonia or lung infection. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I also like that I was working on the roof earlier today before we did the podcast, and my mom left while I was working on the roof, and she just now texted me almost 3 hours later, "You didn't fall off the roof, did you?" I'm like, and so she texted me a few times, "Laying in the yard, you didn't fall off the roof, did you? You still out there? Help's on the way. I'm heading home." And I said, "Oh, sorry, I'm alive. We're just doing the podcast." And she goes, "Oh, I'm not sorry. It's less work for me to do." Thanks, Mom. Good to know you care.
Like you should have just pulled from the internet like a photo of like someone in a hospital bed, like with the little tag.
Yeah.
Just like, no, I got out of the yard.
Yeah. Yeah, I made it out. What I like those pictures of people they'll put old iPhone headphones like in their nose. You ever see those? People like in the hospital and they like, try to send it into their school or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, why you got headphones in your nose, bro? Like, because it looks like a hospital thing. Anyway, good to know my mom cares. Yeah.
Or like there's one that I see that it'll be I mean it's just a meme, but like it'll be a picture of like someone in a hospital bed, and it'll be like the Snapchat text basically, and it's like, do not drink the liquid from the McDonald's 1993 hoop game.
Oh yeah, and you're like,
What?
that's not something I have to worry about. Why are you doing that? I get that if you're a kid and it like cracked open,
And you're just like, But-
I have herpes now, or I don't know.
McDonald's just injecting every game with herpes water.
Herpes. Yeah, they'll never know it. So yeah,
So okay,
Ferndale water is better.
yeah. Anyone local, if you think he's wrong,
Yeah, let me know.
please let him know. But let him know through our voicemail or text number at 802-884-3553.
Bitch.
Or your credit is guaranteed. Ding.
Ding. Not with me. Don't call me about your credit. I can't help you.
Well, yeah, I think that's all I had.
Okay,
Sweet. So let's wrap it there.
that's a wrap.
I'm rapping.
This is a wrap on the show. Here we go.
Thank you for listening to this episode of What's the Diff? Next week, for surezies, definitely 100% we'll be discussing raves versus concerts. Thank you, listener Victoria.
Yay.
Vapes versus cigarettes. And bats versus birds.
Bats and birds. Bats and birds. That's bold of you to say 100%. We will definitely 100% absolutely.
I'm calling my shot here. Like, sorry, folks, that we had to be a little late this week,
Yeah.
but we'll be back on track, ready to go. We're gonna bust a move.
We're humans, you know. We like vacation too, so
Yeah, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
we'll release this when we release this. Yeah, if anybody's sick for next episode or something, that's too bad.
Sorry.
If I have a migraine, I'll just sit in the corner here and be like, fucking bats aren't birds, okay? Move on.
just fucking
Just
look,
fucking-
look up.
Oh
Look
my
it up.
God. I will
Look it
be
up.
here in a blindfold. Just be like, oh, dude.
Like,
One's got
don't you
feathers.
don't you have like the headphones on? Like, we'll just be like partway through one of ours, and you'd be like, "Okay, my turn." Bats and birds are different.
One's a rodent, another's a bird. Fuck this. And you're like, thank you. Shortest episode ever.
All right, thanks, Coley.
Migraine special.
The migraine special. It's 5 minutes long.
It's like, oh, they're different.
We're gonna play the no name trivia game.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna think of a number between 1 and 3.
Fucking 7.
All right, Keenan, you win.
Okay, fine.
All right, bye.
All right.
But not actual why. Have an opinion on something we've already discussed? Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at what'sthediff.net. Leave us a voicemail or a text at 802-884-3553,
bitch.
or send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com.
Do it.
All right, now it's a